Now that we've planned for our deployment and installed Pod, we're ready for our next steps. To onboard the Solstice Pods to the cloud, locate the dashboard management software found under Management Tools at mersive.com/download. Fill out the download form and click Submit. Connect the Windows PC hosting the dashboard software to the same network the pods are connected to, and run the executable file, then open the Solstice dashboard. In the left-hand panel, under Import Displays, click Discover. The Import Discovered Displays pop-up appears. Select the pods from the list of discovered displays. If pods don't appear on the list, they may be on a network that does not support UDP broadcast traffic. If this is the case, you can either use the CSV file or manual import options. And click Import. The Solstice Instances list is populated with the imported displays. From the list of your Solstice instances, select the pod displays you wish to connect to Solstice Cloud. Go to the Solstice Cloud tab and click Connect. A list of displays appears, and if needed, select or remove additional displays, then click Next. Enter the pod setup or admin email address identified in pre-planning, then click Next. If no Solstice Cloud account is associated with the email address entered, you'll be prompted to create your password. Enter a password, confirm the password, then click Next. Read through the terms of service, and if you agree to the terms listed, click the Agree checkbox, then click Next. A notification confirming the pods have been added to your Solstice Cloud account will appear. Anywhere on the notification to proceed. Click the My Account link to be directed to the Solstice Cloud login page via web browser and log in. You can also access the Cloud login page at any time at cloud.mersive.com. When you first log into Solstice Cloud, the homepage will give you a broad overview of data, including current active meetings, how many users are using the pods, average meeting length, busiest time, and devices used. To show what this might look like in an enterprise-wide deployment, I'm going to switch over to our active cloud account to show you a more accurate representation of this data. There's also graphical analytics that you can select from a variety of criteria for a quick reference. By default, the view is in the last 30 days, but you can change it to weekly or quarterly as well. And at the bottom of the dashboard, you'll see the locations and number of alerts across your pods. Now let's switch back to our training dashboard to continue. And remember, you can always go back to this dashboard by clicking the Home button in the navigation menu. Solstice Cloud provides the ability to assign a role to each user account to determine the level of access and permissions each admin or user has. You'll only be able to add or edit user accounts that are at or below the level of permission your own account has. In the Solstice Cloud portal, click the user icon in the top right-hand corner, then click Account. Enter the email address of the user you'd like to invite to access your organization's Solstice Cloud account. Then select the role and corresponding permissions you'd like to apply to that user. The following roles and permissions are available to assign users in your organization. Superadmin can perform all tasks and make changes to all pods. This is best used for administrators that can manage the entire pod deployment. Admin can perform all tasks and make changes to pods, but access can be restricted to a certain group of pods. This is best used for local administrators responsible for managing pods at a certain location. Viewer can view analytics or monitor the deployment, but cannot delete or make changes to pods. Access can also be restricted to certain groups of pods. Active learning is not covered in this course, but it's important to note that these additional roles are also available. Active Learning Designer can use the Solstice Active Learning app to virtually design and set up the active learning rooms. Designers are also able to conduct active learning sessions and route video and content in the active learning room. Active Learning Facilitator can use the Active Learning app to conduct active learning sessions and route video and content in the active learning room. As a note, a user's role can be changed later. This is important when the master Solstice Cloud account owner is not the only person responsible for deploying Solstice, such as when a Mersive partner is deploying on behalf of the end customer who owns the account, or when the account owner has an internal team that he or she enlists to help complete the deployment.